In this lesson, we will investigate how your home country can support you in case you need legal assistance abroad. In case your host state is not willing or able to assist you, you may benefit abroad from the assistance of your home country. Therefore, this assistance has a subsidiary character. Your home country may assist you while you are abroad through the so-called right to receive consular assistance, the so-called traditional institute of diplomatic protection. While the first right belongs to the person concerned, the second right is a prerogative of your home state. Nevertheless, they are strictly connected, since the right to receive consular assistance may be a useful tool in order to provide for diplomatic protection. Your home country may assist you while you are abroad through its consulates or embassies. Consulates and embassies are similar, but not the same. Both are connected to the government's representation of a state in a foreign country, but they are not provided with the same tasks. Consulates are mainly entrusted with the responsibility of looking after the citizen of the country they represent, especially in case of detention or arrest. Embassies are more concerned with political high-level relations between countries. The right to receive consular assistance is mainly offered by your home country's consulates. You have at least the right to communicate freely with your consulate, have access to it, inform your consulate in case you are arrested or in detention. The authorities of the host country should proceed in this sense without delay. Receive a visit from a representative of your consulate to talk and correspond with him in case you are in prison or detention. Arrange with your consulate your legal representation, especially if you are in prison or detention. Remember that consulates may generally suggest a local attorney, but cannot assist you directly before a judge of the host country. In addition, local attorneys remain subject to local rules, and the duty to bear their costs falls in principle on you. The rights mentioned above are particularly important in dangerous contexts, either if you have to face justice, for instance because you have been arrested or in detention in the host country, or if you need justice, for instance because you have been victim of a crime in the host country. These rights are specified by international binding rules in a clear way. Of particular importance is Article 36 of the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, relating to communication and contact with nationals of the sending state. Consulates may occasionally provide you with economic assistance, especially in certain situations of emergency. Usually, you can get grants if you legally reside in the host country, while you may receive loans to be returned in due course if you are just in transit in the host country. However, this matter is not regulated by international legal norms, so it may change from country to country. Therefore, you have to check with your home country. Diplomatic protection is generally offered at a high level and involves embassies, even if the process is carried out in strict cooperation with the personnel of the consulates. According to international law, a host state has a duty to protect foreigners on its territory by means of either preventive or repressive measures. In the case that the host state does not fulfill this duty, the home state has the right to intervene via diplomatic means in order to protect its citizens abroad. As a right of the home state, it falls within its discretion to decide to intervene or not. This may depend on a political evaluation of the situation at stake. Of course, you can ask your home country to intervene in diplomatic protection for you, but your home country is not compelled to give you an answer. In case your home state decides to intervene, remember these 3 points. Your home country may resort to diplomatic protection only after the person concerned has exhausted the remedies granted to him or her by the host state. Note that the person concerned has to exhaust only remedies deemed to be effective. A remedy is deemed effective when it appears from the outset able to restore justice. Your home country may resort to diplomatic protection via a number of means, such as diplomatic declarations, protests, and so on, and may choose to negotiate with the host country secretly or openly. Your home country may ask to the host country a number of forms of reparation, such as granting back your freedom if you have been arrested or detained, giving back your properties if these have been taken away, or asking for a compensation. Compensation is the most common request, but again, it is in the discretion of your home country to decide to turn the compensation to its citizens or not. You have no right to obtain the compensation, even if you have suffered the damage yourself. Diplomatic protection is not regulated by treaties, but it is ruled by international customary law. International customary law is binding as international treaty law, even if its rules are less precise than treaties' ones. You may ask for diplomatic protection from your home country in many ways. If you are abroad, the most common way is to contact the consulates of your home country. Remember that you have the right to communicate with them according to the above-mentioned Article 36, regardless of the situation in which you find yourself while being abroad. These forms of protection are based on the so-called special link. You must be a national of the country that gives you assistance. This link must be proved. Therefore, you are strongly recommended to bring always with you your passport or your identity card. The rule of the special link knows an exception if you are a citizen of the European Union. Provided that assistance from the home country is not available, citizens of the European Union are entitled to receive assistance from any member state of the European Union. These citizens may choose themselves which member state should be contacted. Once chosen, this member state may grant any assistance directly, contact the home country's representatives, allowing its staff to take quick and appropriate responses. This rule is provided by Article 23 of the Treaty on the Functioning of the European Union. It finds its rationale in the concept of European citizenship. Remember that, according to the European treaties, all citizens of a member state of the European Union are automatically considered European citizens. As in the case of assistance granted from the home country, you have to prove your European citizenship. Hence, bring always with you your national passport or your national identity card, which is the proof also of your European citizenship. Finally, some useful recommendation. Before leaving your home country, make sure to localize your consulate and, if you are a European citizen, localize also the consulate of the other member states. Save their contacts. In case of legal troubles during your stay abroad, especially in case of arrest or detention, remember to report all details about your situation to your consulate when you get in touch with it. Be precise and exhaustive. Do not underestimate anything and do not lie. Both legal assistance and diplomatic protection are useful tools, but they might not necessarily be the solution.